Good afternoon, good evening, Carol.
Good evening, Roy.
Good to have you in the studio. Thanks for coming along.
Thank you for having me.
Now, for those who don't know, as I didn't a few minutes ago, you're a country singer.
Yes, I am. I've been singing since I've been 5-year-old. My father got me into the music. And ever since I've been 5, I've always sang country music. My father liked folk music, but that's beside the point. I just love singing.
So country music's your thing, really?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, you both love it and play it.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
But I can't play an instrument. But I've got a band now. I've started to get a band together, and I'm going out to do some gigs in this country. So that's really good.
Excellent.
For me.
Now, before we kind of look at what's happening in the very near future, because there's some very exciting things happening very soon for you, aren't there? Before we discuss those, let's just go back a few years, because you were doing this some years ago, weren't you?
Yes, I started singing when I was 5-year-old, and then what had happened was I went on a television program called Chasing Rainbows, and they put me on their television program. Then I went to a recording studio in Huntington, and I recorded 2 songs, and then I got pregnant. I had my first child, Nadine. Then I had my second daughter, Tanita. Then I had my son, Raymond. And then I decided to put my singing on hold.
Right.
And now I'm coming back to it.
So now it's time to pick up where you left off.
That's right.
Dust off the old singing stage costume and everything, and
that's
have
right.
a go again.
Yeah, that's right, Roy.
Well, it seems to be working for you, because I know you was telling me off air you've got some exciting news with things that's happening very, very soon. We're going to come back and chat with Carol about that very, very soon. If you're a fan of country music, we are going to be playing 3 songs from Carol's CDs over the next 40 minutes. So stick around. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. We join with Carol in the studio now. Very, very briefly, Carol, you've got something really exciting happening this weekend.
Yeah, well, this week I'm on Hot Country on 201. You can see me on Saturday, at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and again on Sunday at 8 p.m. in the evening. Or if you haven't got Sky, you can see me on Freeview 403. And it's Carol Ray singing Happy Hangovers to You. Okay,
so a little bit about that then. This is an event that's been broadcast on TV, basically, on Sky Channel. It's on the Sky Channel 201 or on Freeview 403.
That's right.
And is this going to be a live show? Or?
It's not a live show. It's a video that I did in Nashville. And I sent it over to Hugh O'Brien on Hot Country. And he played it about a couple of weeks ago. And Hugh had so many emails and people ring him about my singing that he's decided to put me back on again. But in a few weeks' time, I'm making another video for his show.
Okay. So we can look forward to tuning in to the TV this Saturday and seeing Carol in person live across the nation on TV. Now, we're going to hear one of your songs in a moment. The song's called Many Happy Hangovers. There must be a story behind that.
Well, this song here I recorded for the video, and it's a song. It's called Many Happy Hangovers, and it's a cover song, and it was sung by Jeannie Shepherd. But we decided that we would record this one, and I recorded another song. My Last Day Here is My First Day There, but that's a brand new song. But they're going to make another big video of that there very shortly.
So the song we're going to hear in a second is Many Happy Hangovers, and we're going to hear Carol singing that. It won't be live in the studio. It's from a CD, but you'll get an idea of what Carol's voice is and the country style that she sings. We'll be hearing that next.
The voice of Rafton and Braunton. This is The Voice.
Going out tonight, and you'll end up getting tight. When your money's gone, you'll come crawling home to me. You'll think you're quiet as a mouse, 'cause you come stumbling through the house, and you'll find a note from these parting words from me.
was Carol Ray. Many happy hangovers to you. And that sounds like my anthem, that, to be honest with you. We've got Karen in the studio. Hello, Carol.
Hello, Roy. Are you okay?
I'm doing good. And, of course, I mean, we were talking earlier on, country music's making a little bit of a comeback now, isn't it?
Yes, it is, definitely. People are starting to listen to country music more these days. There's a lot of people that do listen to country and western.
Sure. It seemed to go through a little bit of a lull. I was talking to, we have another guy who's country. In fact, he's coming in tomorrow, Devon, who's a big advocate of country music and a singer and performer locally too. And we had a similar conversation with him. We were saying that it went through a bit of a lull some time ago.
Yes, it did.
But it seems to have been picked up also by contemporary artists.
That's right.
As well.
That's right.
Didn't that kind of help the country cause?
Well, I think so. And I think really this here area here in North Devon is country, isn't it?
Yes, that is true.
And I think people like country music.
And
the older generation, you know, Roy?
Yeah, I mean, I think the one thing about country music is it's a little bit in many ways like blues music. It tells the story of life.
That's right.
Yeah?
Yes, it does.
So do you write the songs yourself, or...?
No, I have people in Nashville write me songs.
Right.
And when I go over to Nashville at Christmas, I will be starting my new album. Of new modern country music.
Okay. So, I mean, you mentioned Nashville. I mean, that's a big place. I mean, you're very lucky to be working there in Nashville, the home of country, of course.
That's right.
And you mentioned earlier on, you're actually working with some quite big people out there.
Yes,
sometimes.
I am. I've met George Hamilton IV. I've met Jed Williams, which is Hank Williams' daughter. I have a friend over there called Frankie Staten. Now, she's a singer-songwriter, and she's trying to get her music into films. She's the lady that really have faith in my singing. I sung at Loretta Lynn's ranch with her group in June.
Right.
And her son-in-law was in the audience, and he said, you need to do something with your singing. So when I got back after being in Nashville in June, I made a cover CD, and it's Songs of the Studio. And you can buy my CD from my hair salon in South Street, South Moulton, at Coco's Hair Salon, if you like it, for $4.99.
We'll talk a little bit about where people can kind of download or get hold of music in a moment or two. Obviously, you know, there's a lot of people out there listening to and doing country around North Devon at the moment. It's quite a big thing in the North Devon area. I know that from other people that we've chatted to.
That's right.
You know, so it's kind of good that we have a lot of different styles of music happening around North Devon. Is country your only love, or do you have other musics that you like as well?
Well, I like other music, but I've only ever sung country, really.
Okay.
You know.
Fair enough.
I've never attempted to sing anything else.
I guess I'm a novice. I don't know much about singing.
No.
Or country, to be honest. But I guess with country, it's something that you've either got or you haven't. There's something very special about the tone of the voice in country as well, isn't there?
Definitely. You have to have a twang.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like a pop song or a rock song or anything like that. You've got to have a twang, and you've got to have a love for the song, because if you don't feel the song, you can't sing it.
And I guess, I mean, that is very true with any form of music, and with country music, definitely you've got to feel what you're singing. Right. We're going to come back and talk to Carol a little bit more in a moment. So, good evening. We're joined with Carol Ray here in the studio. We've been talking a lot about country music. And we mentioned that obviously it's seeing a little bit of a resurgence, which is a good thing. There's a lot of different styles of country music, though. I mean, there's the old style country music with all the twang in that we talked about earlier on. But what seems to be coming back big time is the more modern country, which seems to have grown up. The content is a little bit more grown up. Would you put your music in the old country or the modern country, or is it a little bit of both?
It's a little bit of both, really.
Yeah?
Yes.
Because, of course, one of the biggest advocates of country has to be Johnny Cash.
Yes, it does. Yes,
and
yes.
Of course, you know, back in the day, he was very much kind of the old country and western, whereas before his sad death, he was more into modern country.
Yes, he was. His last song that he sang was a very modern country song.
Sure.
You know, and it was good, and he was a fantastic songwriter, Johnny Cash.
Oh, I'm a big fan of Johnny Cash, actually. He had a great voice right up to the point of his death, which is...
yes, he did. And everybody in Nashville, they really love him, don't they?
Oh, I can imagine, yes.
You know.
Speaking about Nashville and Tennessee, now you told me earlier on that you actually recorded some music at Sun Records.
Sun Studio. It's called Sun Studio, and yes, I recorded Coal Miner's Daughter there, and the people were shocked because they didn't realise an English person could sing country like that, you know.
Because obviously country has its heritage in the southern states, of
yes,
course.
Right.
Sun Records, for those that don't know, this is a small recording studio on the corner of Avenue Road.
That's right.
And just on the top of Beale Street. I've been there myself, so I know my stuff. It's a small place, but it has a history. What's the history of Sun?
The history really is about Elvis Presley and Johnny Cash and all those people.
Jerry Lee Lewis.
Lewis and all those sort of people that made their name there, really.
Sure. So for such a small studio, it really released a lot of massive stars to the world.
It really did.
Perhaps Elvis being the biggest, but of course Roy Orbison as well.
Roy Orbison was a fantastic singer, fantastic entertainer.
Yeah, he really
brilliant
was.
Songwriter.
And of course, the one thing that all those artists had in common, whether it would be Johnny Cash, Elvis, Jerry Lee, or Roy,
that's right.
They all had a connection with country and rhythm and blues.
Yeah, they did. Yeah? They did. Yeah, they really did. You know, it's amazing, really, what music there was in those times.
And it's good to see that there's a resurgence of that happening. I bought an album a little while ago. I'm struggling to remember the guy's name. I'll come back to that in a moment. And it really was paying tribute to these guys at Sun. And I'll try and dig something out from that in a moment. It's a really excellent album. I'll give you the name of it. I've forgotten it. How embarrassing is that? But I will remember it, and I'll give you the name of that in just a moment or two. We're going to hear another one of your songs, Carol.
Yeah, that's right.
This one is from a different album.
Yeah, it's from Songs of the Studio.
Okay.
And it's called A Picture of Me Without You. And I recorded that song especially for my mother-in-law, Vashti Penfold. She died just over 12 months ago, and I thought this song meant something to her, you know. So this is why you're going to be listening to this song.
Well, let's have a listen, shall we?
Imagine a world where there's no music playing, and think of a church with nobody praying. Have you ever looked up at the sky with no blue? Then you've seen a picture of me without you. Have you walked in a garden where nothing was growing, or stood by a river where nothing was flowing? If you've seen a red rose all kissed by the dew, then you've seen a picture of me without you. Can you picture heaven with no angels singing, or a quiet Sunday morning with no church bells ringing? If you watched as the heart of a child breaks in two, then you've seen a picture of me without you. Can you picture heaven with no angels singing, or a quiet Sunday morning with no church bells ringing? If you watched as a heart of a child breaks in two, then
That is A Picture of Me Without You. That's Carol Ray, and we'll be talking more to Carol in a moment. My thanks to Fred, by the way, over at Stibbs Cross. He's corrected me. I made a mistake earlier on. I mentioned that you can see Carol on TV on Sky Channel 201, and I made the mistake of saying Freeview Channel 403. It's not Freeview at all. It's FreeSat. Okay, it doesn't come down on the Freeview channels, but it does come down on the FreeSat. So whether you've got Sky or FreeSat, FreeSat Channel 403 and Sky Channel 201. I hope I made that really clear for you. It's all getting very complicated, isn't it? We'll come back and talk to Carol in a few moments. So, hello again, Carol.
Hello, Roy.
We've discussed a lot, really, haven't we,
Yeah,
in the last
we have.
few minutes?
It's great.
And off air as well. It's been very interesting. One thing we did talk about a minute ago is you've got an event happening in Torrington. Tell us about that.
I'm singing in Torrington Social Club at 9:30 till 12:30 on Saturday the 2nd of June. It's all free. People can come in and listen, or come down to the Social Club in Torrington and come and hear me sing.
Okay, so just give us the time on that again.
It's 9:30 till 12:30.
Fantastic.
Saturday the 2nd of June.
Okay, so 2nd of June. We'll put that onto our events guide as well, so in case people forget about it. Between 9:30 and 12, pop along and listen to Carol sing live.
That'd
be great. Now, if people want to hear a bit more about you, maybe this is the first time they've heard you singing, you know, they're maybe not familiar with you because, you know, like you said, you're starting out for the second time.
That's right.
They can go on the internet and listen to you.
They can go on my internet, and my internet's called carolray.net. On my internet, there's songs there which you can download. There's also there's a video on there which you can have a look at. And also, if you go on YouTube, you can see a video of the Happy Hangovers song.
Okay.
If you put in Carol Ray, many happy hangovers to you, you will come up, there will be a video of me. You just press on it and you will see a video of me singing.
Yeah, because all those videos are embedded into the
That's
site, so it
right.
makes it very easy
It's very
to view,
easy
doesn't
to
it?
work.
Yeah. And if you forget the address, I did it earlier on when I was told that Carol was coming in. I just typed in Carol Ray in Google and it came right up there, first hit. So you can just type in Carol Ray and you'll find that. Now, is Carol with one L or two? Just make that...
Just one, CAROLRAY.
Fantastic. So that's what you want to go to then, carolray.net, or just type Carol Ray into your search engine and it will come up trumps and you'll be able to listen to some of Carol's music. We're going to do that just now. We're going to play another song from you.
It's one of Brenda Lee's songs, Roy.
Right, okay. Do you know what? I was going to say to you, the title is one that looks familiar to me.
Yes,
and
right.
I'm glad you said that because I didn't realise that it actually was Brenda Lee. It's called Am I Fool Number One?
That's right. Brenda Lee sang that song and she had it wrote for her.
Okay.
But I tend to like Brenda Lee's singing.
Right, so you had to go yourself.
Yeah, so I've had to go myself.
So we'll have a listen to this one then. This is Am I Fool Number One, and then we'll come back and speak to Carol one more time in just a moment.
Am I fool number one? Oh, am I fool number two? How many other girls have been fooled by you? I suppose that the number is far from being small, and I guess that I'm the biggest fool of all. If I had the chance, I guess I'd do it all again. I go down that same old road, even knowing it's at the end. You leave me where your heart feels a new love call. So I'll guess that I'm the biggest fool of all. Am I fool number one, or am I fool number two? How many other girls have been fooled by you?
originally by Brenda Lee, but that's Carol Ray's version of Am I Fool #1. We've been talking to Carol here in the studio this evening, and we'll just pop back and say a quick goodbye to Karen in just a moment. Before we do that, so Carol, for one last time, good to have you with us this evening.
Thank you very much, Roy.
And thanks for coming along and sharing
you.
your country style.
Thank you very much.
So I'm all country-fied up now. I kind of feel the need to get my chaps out and everything.
That's right. But thank you ever so much, Roy, for listening to me. And, you know, I hope you'd go do really well with your radio station.
Well,
I'm sure you will.
I appreciate that. And likewise, we wish you all the best for your TV appearance on Saturday. Just to recap on that one. If you've got Sky, tune in to channel 201. If you've got FreeSat, it's channel 403. And you can listen to Carol on the TV Saturday at 2 p.m. and it's repeated again Sunday at 8 p.m.
That's right.
So you can put a face to the name and watch her there on the TV box in the corner.
And thank you very much, Roy, for your time.
You're more than welcome. Come back and let us know how the TV appearance goes, and of course your future touring and singing that's happening over in Nashville.
That's right. I will. I'll probably come back in a few months' time and let you know how things are going.
That sounds great. We're going to take one more